Hello friends, welcome to UDLCC support. In this video, we will do session on MySQL slow query log, which will be part 2 of MySQL database server logs. In part 1, we discussed about general query log. I would like to suggest you to watch the first video if you anyhow missed it. Friends, I would also like to request you all to share, subscribe and like all videos if you can, so that your friends can also be benefited with this. Okay, let's start with the video MySQL slow query log. Let's discuss some details on this first. So in first video we discussed about general query log. In this video we will discuss about slow query log. So in slow query log we'll discuss it point wise. So what is the purpose of this slow query log? The purpose of this slow query log is to find all the queries which takes long time by your server. So why we need it? We need to optimize some slow queries. So how we'll get those slow queries? This is the technique slow query log. You'll find all the slow query log if you enable it. So by default, your slow query log is disabled and you will have to enable it. So how you can enable it? There are some parameters, there are some system variables through which you can enable it globally or session wise. So what are those parameters? What are those variables? These are long query time, min examined row limit. How you can enable it? You just have to set type the command set global slow query log on if you want to enable it globally. If you want to enable it session wise, then you can do it set slow query log equal to on. What will be the location of that? So the location of the file is whatever you see in this variable slow query log file. If you want to change it, you can change it. So there are two kind of locations. First is file, as we discussed in the first log, general query log, and the second is the table. If your log output is file, all the slow query log will be enabled in your file, in this file. And if your log output is table, then all the slow query will be log in a system table that we will discuss later. So you can enable it as we already discussed with this command. Now let's discuss what will be the default name. The default name will be your host name slow.log and you can change it as per requirement. What will be the output details? The query time, the statement execution time in seconds, log time. So how much time the query took in locking. The third one is row sent. How many rows sent to the client by your server? Row examined. How many rows were examined by your MySQL D layer? There are some exceptions also. So there are two exceptions we can discuss. So the first is MySQL D writes a statement to the slow query log after it has been executed and after all log have been released. Okay. By default, administrative statements are not logged. That means all the administrative statement, SQL statements will not be logged by default. And the queries that are not using index for lookups. So these by default will not be logged. And lastly, what will be the alternative of this slow query log? I mean to say, which is the other tool that you can use to log your slow queries, slow SQL statements. So the alternative, you can use MySQL dump slow command to process a slow query log file, which actually summarize its content. So let's do it practically. So first, what will be the first variable? Slow query log. You will have to enable first. So I want to do it globally. Just 1 second. Duplicate. Share. Okay, let's discuss that first. So the first variable will be, so variable, how we can see that, like slow variables. This is your first variable. You will have to enable it. So set global, if you want to do it globally, equal to on. If you can see this, it is on now. And where it will enable, this will be logged in this file. You can change it also, but I'm not changing it right away. So the second variable is your long query time. So you have to decide actually as per your requirement, what will be your expectation to log all the queries which takes more than that much of seconds. So let's see that. So variables like long. So this is your, so by default, this takes 10 seconds. That means the query which will take 10 seconds will log automatically in your this file. If you want to decrease it or increase it, you can with the command set global long query time equal to suppose 1 second. And now see what is the output type. So variables like output. So your log output is file. So now let's see whether your slow query, slow statements are being logged into this file or not. So I have one database, and in that database, let's see those tables. I have one employee table. In employee table, I can see the command select count star comma like suppose employee name voice. I want to see the count, or sorry, gender voice. Okay, from employee group by gender. So probably it should take more than 1 second. That means it should log into your slow query log. How much time it took? It took 1.85 seconds. So now let's see if this query has been logged into your file or not. So this is your file and this was your command. This was your SQL statements. So let's see in this file. Yeah, you can see here. You can see the command, the SQL statements, because it took how much second? It took 1.85 seconds. That's why it logged into your file slow query log, and you set it on into your parameter. What was the parameter? That was long query time. Earlier it was 10 seconds. Now you did it for 1 second. That's why it is logging in your slow query log file. Now let's see whether it is able to log into your table. So for that, you will have to set global log output equal to table. Now you can see it has changed or not. It is table now. Now run that query once again. It took 1.1 second. Still it is more than 1 second. It should log. Now it will be in a system table. So how you can find that system table? Go to MySQL database. So tables like, sorry about that. So tables like log. So this is your slow log table. Now see this, select star from slow log and go to the last. Yeah, you can see this. It is logged in your system table also. So with this way, you will be able to log all your slow queries, slow SQL statements if you want to do it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any concern, any questions, you can write, or you can write to this mail ID. You can chat me on this number. Thank you so much for enjoying this video, and don't forget to see our next video that will be on these logs. We'll discuss the error log, the binary log, and the DDL log in the next video. Thank you so much for enjoying.